Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5, where every local story starts here. Today's top stories: a local teacher is recognized with a big honor, and a house fire in Rockcastle leads to a total loss. Plus, a famous Kentucky landmark has a new owner. We've got all the details, plus more, right here today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV Channel 9 big story of the day, Waco Elementary School teacher Christy Turner has been named EKU's Cooperating Teacher of the Year. This award is voted on by EKU students in recognition of a current teacher who provides valuable services in preparing aspiring educators for their careers. Cooperating teachers guide future educators, such as student teachers, as they learn by modeling effective practices as well as providing continuous constructive feedback. Mrs. Turner currently serves students as a reading interventionist. Previously, she has taught kindergarten and first grade. Colleagues sang her praises on Friday as she received the honor. Christy is a good example for others to follow because she sets such high expectations. Kelly Stevens, exceptional child instructor. She is a teacher who taught my youngest son to read. She is loving, strong, kind to all. Sarah Mathis, speech language pathologist. Mrs. Turner is passionate about teaching, and that was from Principal Vanessa Cromer. Congratulations there to Mrs. Turner. What an honor. Well, a mobile home in Rockcastle County, Kentucky, has been declared a total loss after a structure fire. The fire occurred on Stevens Road and was attended by units from the Brindle Ridge Fire Department, Mount Vernon Fire Department, and the Broadhead Fire Department. Approximately 7,500 gallons of water were used to extinguish the fire. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries. Well, this Labor Day weekend, the Madison County Sheriff's Office has announced their staff will be conducting periodic traffic safety checkpoints at locations approved by the Madison County Sheriff's Office Policy and Procedures Manual. They state that the checkpoints will be conducted in an effort to enforce the traffic laws of the Commonwealth and with special attention to being paid to sobriety. Madison County approved highway traffic safety checkpoint locations will be as follows: Kentucky 52 at the intersection of Moberly Road and Speedville Road, Kentucky 52 at Wildcat Drive, US 421 at Kentucky 21, Kentucky 876 at Bogey Mill Road, and US 25 at Kentucky 2328, and Kentucky 1986, that's Union City Road at Charlie Norris Road. You can help Richmond Police. And those are the locations for this weekend. Well, you can help Richmond Police with a case they are currently investigating. They would like to talk to these individuals about their recent activities. If you can identify any of these individuals, you are asked to please contact dispatch. That phone number is 859-624-4776. Again, get a good look at those individuals. They are just wanted for questioning at this point by the Richmond Police Department. Well, an amazing sight and one of the most recognizable in Kentucky is the famous Kentucky Castle in Versailles. The property has just been sold for $19 million. The new owners are Wes Henderson Group, TKT Hospitality, based in Delaware. Henderson is the co-founder of Angel's Envy Bourbon. The castle sits on around 100 acres on US 60 near the Woodford-Fayette County line. The castle began construction in 1969 by Rex and Caroline Martin. The couple would later divorce in 1975. The property was put on the market for sale during that time, but the castle didn't sell and sat vacant for 30 years. Martin passed away in 2003, and the property was then acquired by Thomas R. Post, a lawyer with roots in Kentucky. A fire in 2004 destroyed most of the original architecture. Mr. Post vowed to restore the structure, and that renovation was completed in 2007. The property sold again in 2017 to the most recent owners, comprised mostly of a group of local doctors. That group has divested their interest to the new owners. Well, Laney Hacker, a 70-year-old man from London, Kentucky, has been arrested by the Laurel County Sheriff's Office on serious charges related to sexual abuse. The arrest, which includes charges of rape, sodomy, incest, and unlawful transaction with a minor, followed the investigation by the Sheriff's Office. Hacker was taken into custody and transported to the Laurel County Corrections Office. Additional details of the case have not been released at this time, but we will give you those details as they become available. Well, in a story we've been following here at WBON TV 9, Stephen Xingsheng, the man accused of killing a Scott County deputy, appeared in court for a status hearing. His trial dates have been set for March of 2025. The court is awaiting lab results and other evidence to prepare for the trial, and status hearings are scheduled every other month to check the case's progress. Scott County Sheriff Tony Hampton expressed his satisfaction with the Attorney General's decision to seek the death penalty if Xingsheng is convicted. Xingsheng is facing charges including murder of a police officer, robbery, being a convicted felon in possession of a gun, and 2 counts of wanton endangerment in connection with the death of Deputy Caleb Conley. He has pleaded not guilty. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. What a beautiful day we had in the Bluegrass. We've got the forecast ahead, including there's a big game tonight. We're going to find out what the weather is going to be like ahead of that Central Southern game.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Did you know Markham and Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. What a beautiful day in the Bluegrass. Warm temperatures and lots of sunny skies out there. We've got the forecast here with Todd Nelson paying special attention to what it's going to be like for that big football game tonight. Here's Todd.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. And of course, tonight is Football Friday. How about that? We've got a big county clash Tonight, Madison Central taking on Madison Southern at 7:30 p.m. Temperatures around 80 degrees. Winds pretty light out of the south-southeast with mostly clear and quiet conditions. And by the way, sunset is at 8:07, so temperatures will be falling through the 80s. Pre-game starts at 7 p.m. on all of the WBON TV platforms. Join Michael and the rest of the sports crew for the big county clash tonight, and it should be a beautiful night for football across the region here. That was the view from I-75 north of town. Very quiet, as I mentioned. A few of those fair weather cumulus clouds starting to push through this afternoon. But again, as we lose the daytime heating, the skies will begin to clear out and temperatures will be falling into the 60s as we approach midnight. Dry stretch of weather continues through the weekend and into most of next week. But during that time period, we are going to have a gradual warming trend back to slightly above average levels into our first full week of September next week. But here's our long holiday weekends. Saturday 86, Sunday at 87, a little hotter on Monday up to near 90. And the extended temperature outlook from the 6th to the 10th does keep us above average across much of the Ohio Valley. Again, no rain is expected for the next couple of days, nor do we have any rain expected into Monday. But as I mentioned, as we lose the daytime heating today, the skies will clear out. A few fair weather cumulus clouds developing tomorrow. Maybe a spotty shower well off to the north and west. But again, any rain over the next few days would be very few and far between. So waking up tomorrow morning to the low and mid 60s, west to southwest of the wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures topping out into the mid 80s across the greater Richmond area. Looks like a very decent weekend, but again, gradual warming with a better chance of rain late next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, continuing our partnership with Markham and Wallace Hospital in Irvin, today we learn about the new Medication Assistance Program and how it will impact the community in another installment of Health Watch.
Health Watch is a service provided by Markham and Wallace Hospital. Tune in for tips on how to be healthier and live a healthier lifestyle. Catch Health Watch every month right here on WBON TV.
So my name is Trevor Freeman, and I'm one of the clinical pharmacists at Markham and Wallace Hospital. I serve within a few different roles. The first is for our inpatients admitted at the hospital. I help provide care for those patients. I also help run and manage our hepatitis C clinic within Markham and Wallace Hospital and Irvin Primary Care. And my third role is working in the new retail pharmacy, Harness Health Pharmacy here in Irvin, that is powered by Mercy Health.
I am the Director of Community Health at Markham and Wallace Hospital. And with that role, we really just want to address the needs of the community, but from an approach that they've told us what they need. So we complete a community health needs assessment every 3 years. We actually just completed one. It'll run 2023 to 2025. We complete a series of interviews, surveys, and data gathering that tells us what the community needs addressed that's not already being. So with that, we develop plans, we implement new programs, things that can address those needs and make it easier for our community members to stay where they live and receive the services they need. There's always been some form or fashion of it here at Markham and Wallace Hospital, but this one was very strategic. We wrote and developed. Trevor actually was the first pharmacist that had hands on it, a program policy for our patients. With the program, it's not as stringent as people would think. There is a kind of basic criteria that we look over if we were going over an application with someone. I also always like to add that it's not all or nothing with this program, so I always tell people don't hesitate to call and try. So it's basically on a tiered basis that we look at those applications. So you could qualify for 25%, you could qualify for 100%. We can cover up to $75 per person annually, just based on federal guidelines. And so we want to encourage everyone to call for that. It can be any resident in the counties we serve. That is Estill, Lee, Owsley, and Powell counties. So it can be any patient living in those communities. They can call themselves or their providers can call on their behalf. And we even have pharmacies that call in those counties because they're aware of the program.
We offer a few different services within Harness Health Pharmacy. The first service is meds to beds. So if you're admitted at the hospital, we can bring your discharge medications to your bedside, and you have a pharmacist available to counsel you on those medications so that you're knowledgeable and empowered to take your medications when you get home. The second service is immunizations. We offer immunizations to people 9 years and above. Another service that we offer through Harness Health Pharmacy is counseling and medication therapy management provided by our pharmacist. We can help counsel you and educate you on your medications.
Lots of good information there. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got some big news on that big game tonight. Dawson Roll up in the news next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5. The annual football county clash between Southern and Central is tonight. For details on that game and more sports coverage, here's sports anchor Dawson Roll.
It's County Clash Day. The Madison Southern Eagles football team will travel up to Madison Central this evening to face one another in a game, which both teams will do anything not to lose. These schools are longtime rivals and will both be giving it their best shot tonight. Now the sports crew is going to be up there packed in Tomahawk Valley tonight for this one, so come on out. But if you can't come out, tune in. Congrats to the Model Boys soccer team on winning last night and becoming the 2023 11th Region All-A Classic champions. This Model soccer team is on a roll. Kai Forsyth and William Fain both had goals, and the Patriots won on end-of-game penalty kicks. Aaron Jenkins for Model had 6 big goalkeeper saves. Shout out to the Model Boys soccer team. Before we wrap up, let's hear from EKU Athletic Director Matt Roan from his interview last night at Apollo Pizza, where he talked all things EKU football.
Talk about home games, the atmosphere under Coach Wells. It's really ramped up. We have the new lights. It's a great experience. What do we have ahead? Our first game is coming up in week 3 against Western Carolina.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it'll be here before we know it. And you know, one of the things that we always want to do is look for ways to improve. And whether that's turf, whether that's lights, some of those significant investments, whether it's some of our game themes and promotions that we're doing, we always want to take what we do well and make it better. And the things that don't work well, we want to stop them and do something different. And I want to give a ton of credit to our staff, Corey Neal, Annalise Hackney, Devin, Corey Rush raised his hand. He always raises his hand when I'm giving other people compliments, so I got to make sure to do that for him. But we have a great team, Rickson Lane, so many people that try to share kind of the news of what is happening against our department, making sure that when people come into the venue that it is a positive experience. But we can't do that alone, Greg. You know, when you talk about Coach Wells and you talk about the product on the field, I talk about our staff, what they've been able to do. We can do all of that, but it's in vain if our fans don't respond. And we have so many great alumni, friends, supporters of this institution, supporters of our department and our football program, that time and time and time again, when we ask, please show up, please participate, please invest, they do, and in great numbers. With the ASUN and the WAC being at full strength in 22, and we got hit, just like a lot of other leagues, by the realignment bug. 23 gave us an opportunity to really look at kind of this rebranded approach between the ASUN and the WAC and the United. Obviously, that name makes a lot of sense between two leagues. But to play 6 conference games this year, really from Richmond, Kentucky, all the way to St. George, Utah, to have the opportunity next year to play 8 league games, we are excited about it. You know, just like Coach, when you talk about a Southern Utah, when you talk about the quality of the teams that are inside the league, the quality of opponents that they've scheduled this year, it's a group of 9 schools right now who have aspirations. And yes, you know, we've made no secret about it that our aspiration is to play football at the very highest level that we possibly can. And there's 8 other schools that are in this alignment that want to do something similar. And that might be to play at the FCS level and try to contend for a championship, or it might be FBS. But we want to be associated with schools that want to be better today than they were yesterday and better tomorrow than they are today. And I think that we have that great mix.
EKU will play Cincy tomorrow, and I'm going to predict upset city. Roll Kearns and beat the Bearcats. That's all the time for sports today. Tune in to WBON TV tonight at 7:30 for Southern v Central. This is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take a quick break, but don't forget this is Friday. You know what that means? We've got Samantha Burford. She is up with the Weekender coming up next.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
It's apple sipping season at A&W, the perfect time to enjoy one of our new apple pie shakes. Each sip feels like fall in a mug. A delicious combination of apples, spices, and vanilla soft serve. Come on in and get to sipping, only at A&W. Feeling saucy? Come down to A&W and dip a juicy 5-piece hand-breaded chicken tender combo into our new spicy 3-pepper fire sauce or our new savory A&W sauce. Dip into A&W and try them today.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. It is almost the weekend and a long weekend at that. And what do free outdoor movie screenings, farmers markets, and city festivals have in common? They're all part of this week's Weekender Report. To tell you all about the exciting weekend, here's WBON TV's Samantha Burford.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of September the 1st. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. The Richmond Parks and Recreation will be having another free movie in the park on Friday night, September the 1st. This event begins at dusk at Irvin McDowell Park in Richmond and will be showing the movie Turning Red. There will be an ice cream truck and many other tasty options available, so don't forget your blankets, chairs, and your snacks. And then on Saturday, September the 2nd, at the new Lake Reba Outdoor Fitness Court in Richmond, there will be a free boot camp. So if you're thinking about becoming more active or making some changes to your daily routine, then join this first free boot camp at 10 a.m. provided by Aaron Pruitt at Excel Health Wellness and Fitness Training Center. It's for ages 13 and up. Also on Saturday morning, join the Berea Farmers Market for some live music with Willie James and support your local farmers and vendors. This farmers market is every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Chestnut Street in Berea, Kentucky. The 44th Annual Daniel Boone Pioneer Festival will be held this weekend in Winchester, Kentucky on Saturday, September the 2nd and Sunday, September 3rd. There will be over 150 booths of arts, crafts, and food in this street festival. Times are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on both days. There will also be a walk with friends and a 5K run on Saturday morning, and then a talent show at the courthouse at noon. Find out all the details on parking, the music schedules on their Facebook page. The City of Mount Vernon is hosting a Rocktember Blast on Sunday, September the 3rd at the Rockcastle Industrial Park. Event kicks off at 4 p.m. with local food trucks, inflatables, and live music from 4 to 9 p.m. Admission and parking are free, and you'll want to stay for the fireworks at dusk. Watch our Weekend Report every Friday on WBON TV to find out what's happening in Madison and all the surrounding counties. Make sure to send us your events on our Facebook Messenger page so that we can share your event with the thousands and thousands of WBON TV viewers. Thanks for watching this September 1st edition of the Weekender Report. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha, for that Weekender Report. Don't forget that big game is tonight. If you can't make it out to the game, don't worry. We've got you covered here. You can watch it right here on Channel 9. You can also watch it on our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. If you're out in the car, make sure you tune in to 106.7 or 92.5, our sister stations here at Wallingford Broadcasting. Have a wonderful, safe holiday week, and we'll see you next week right here live at 5.